What is up, Maple Boomers? Sorry about grabbing the mic there. Zach here. We have another boss fight-along video. This time, as you can maybe have noticed, it's for hard VERUS HILLA. This is going to be almost a 30-minute long video, so I apologize, but at the combat power I'm at, that's just how long the fight takes. It's roughly, I mean, now when I did it this week it was a little bit less, but it's anywhere from like a 20 to 25 minute fight. So that's close to a min clear. It's very stressful if you don't know the mechanics. I have plenty of time to explain it, so I'll break down the fight as best I can. Stick around, it's a long one. Hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. Alright, like I said, this is going to be quite a long one, so bear with me. It's the same setup as the other boss videos. I did all these boss videos together the same week. So nothing crazy. I don't even have full guild skills. I do have like one defense potion, but I don't really think that's going to make or break the fight. I think I popped an MVP attack buff tier 2, which some people might not have. If you don't have that, just do the Fame 275 buff. Like go to, you know, Zakum Channel 1 and fame somebody to get that, the equivalent of what I have there. For this fight, I'm not using any boss fams. I'm using 3 healing fams. One 7%, I think a 10%, and maybe a 12. But really anything you have would be fine. So I always start this fight off. I'll try and immediately go to the right corner. If you have a older PC or you lag a little bit, it might be a little tough to get there in time. So it was basically a bad pattern. She kept locking onto me and not moving to the corner. So instead I said, screw it, let's just restart. Because the cooldown's reset now, every time you leave the fight and go back in, it doesn't matter. So I reset it just because I'm like, this is a bad start. So you'll see me again, try and get all the way to the right. She TPs to me, which is good. She's in range of my snare. So I snare her first. An unending wish, or whatever it's called. And then I pop my burst. Full burst. Make sure you pop your origin afterwards. And that'll get her about halfway through phase 1. This is a long one, guys. So definitely probably the harder of all the I mean, it's the hardest boss of C10 for most people. Phase 1, so she has 4 health bars. Each health bar, once you complete it, will unlock new attacks for her, and her patterns kind of change up a little bit. So there's a lot I'm going to explain. Again, with all these videos, there are people who do this stuff better, who explain it better, who edit it better. So this is just my take. If I don't do a great job, like if you don't come out of this video understanding how to fight her or like what to do, I would recommend watching Rath GMS. He's the guy I always watch for, you know, boss prep videos. I'll link it down below. But anyways, so after you get her to each 25% of her health you do unlocks the next phase. The phases aren't too different here. It's just, again, a couple different attacks. So she's already doing a lot of the moves, but then the attacks will be augmented. And I think in phase 3 and 4, like, she does like a fully new attack. But so the things to come into this fight knowing is, first of all, you can't heal. This is a little scary. Like, the position I'm in right now is actually pretty dire. Almost died, almost lost all my lives. So, first of all, you can't heal. You need to have healing fams in order to heal in this fight at all. You do, whenever you cleanse on an altar, you can heal to full, and in order to recover your mana and stuff. But you can't count on that because ideally, you'd only cleanse once per 2 minutes. You're not really supposed to rely on that to heal you. So, a couple things. We're not going to talk about her attacks or anything yet. We're going to talk about the general flow of this fight. The main annoyance of this fight is positioning. So, you'll see there's strings, there's a lot of stuff on the screen. There's hands at the top, there's that poison cloud, she's doing a blue attack. Like, there's a lot of stuff to just worry about here. And I'm actually focusing right here to try and grab 3 strings. This is also pretty dire. I will say, I cleanse in time. This fight, you need to, because there's a lot of stuff happening at all times, you need to get good at using your teleport. It's pretty much mandatory for this fight, because this fight relies on you, in a split second, having to either get to safety or to get hit by something. So if you haven't, as I recommended during my Dark Null video, if you haven't been using your teleport skills and, you know, trying to, what is the name of that skill again? Pedal Flash. If you haven't been using Pedal Flash, or if you haven't been getting comfortable with it, you're going to need to be pretty comfortable with it for this fight. So again, you can't heal. There's a lot happening. You need to teleport a lot. All right, now let me break down some of the things that are happening. So we're still in phase 1. I still got some time here. Right now, the flow of the fight is I'm just dodging her, trying to get behind her at all times and hoping she does a good attack so I can just, cling to her and do damage. So what the strings are from the top of the screen, there's a mechanic where, if you see also at the very top of the screen underneath the timer, you have 5 skulls, which is your 5 lives. You can lose a skull if you die normally, like if you take, your HP goes to 0, you will lose a skull, and it goes away. If you get hit by a string, you may have noticed that one of the skulls will turn red, and it's basically a temporary loss of a life, but you can get the red ones back. If you die, you can't get those skulls back. So the way to get the red ones back is, you'll also notice in the background right now, in the middle of the screen, there are 3 unlit candles. When you're playing solo or when you're playing party, the amount of candles changes. In party play, this fight is actually very chaotic because you have to coordinate. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So, in order for you to do what's called a cleanse, you need to light the candles. You light the candles by getting hit by one of the strings from the giant hands at the top of the screen. All the while, every 2 minutes, you'll see the timer beneath the skulls. Hard VERUS HILLA is going to do an attack that wipes out all red skulls and just deletes them. So it's as if you took a death to that. So when you cleanse, cleansing turns all the red skulls green. In order to cleanse, again, you need to light all the candles. So that's the gimmick there. Is you have every 2 minutes there's a timer running. You need to fill up the skulls. Let's see, if you haven't got hit at all and you're able to dodge fully for 2 minutes, great. You don't need to cleanse. There's no requirement to cleanse. But it's kind of hard to do that, even when I'm tryharding here. So again, keep in mind, what you need to do is every 2 minutes, once the timer hits 0, she's going to delete all the red skulls. So before then, usually about the 30-second mark, if you got hit at all, you want to focus on getting hit more to fill up the amount of candles you have left. So usually it's 3 if you have all 5 lives left. In order to activate the cleanse, an altar will spawn somewhere in the map. In order to actually activate the cleanse, you have to find the altar, mash your interact or harvest key, and then the altar will disappear, your skulls will reset, and you're safe. And I think you get like an iframe for a few seconds. That's a lot. I know it's a lot to understand, but basically, just for my mental for this fight, I'm not caring about my skulls unless I know I'm taking a lot of hits until about the 1 minute mark. At the 1 minute mark on the timer, all I'm caring about is I'm not really looking up there too much. I'm just checking the timer every so often. Once it gets to a minute, then I'm like, okay, have I gotten hit? If I've gotten hit, then I need to go cleanse, or I need to get ready to start cleansing. I'll try and activate the cleanse at about the 30-second mark. So okay, got that. Kind of understand that a little bit. All right, that's like the main mechanic, is managing your lives, because you can as long as you got healing dams, as long as you can kind of dodge here and there. Like when I get low, I'm usually just getting away from her until my healing dams bring me back up, because I'm not trying to die. The fight is very stressful because, again, there's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot that can go wrong, but really the fight only goes badly when your lives get mismanaged or when you die out, of course. So keeping that in mind, as long as you keep your calm, for me, again, the base level is, all right, I'm ignoring everything, just trying to do my DPS, just trying to do my burst until the 1 minute mark. Then I'm like, okay, let me focus on the mechanics now. Passively, I'm just trying to dodge everything until then. So 1 minute, and then like the 30-second mark is when I'm like, okay, mechanic time. Let's actually stop DPSing, and we'll do that. Okay, so kind of get the vibe there. So we're in phase 2 now, so in phase 1, I'm gonna see if she can do some of her attacks here. Right now I'm just focusing on dodging because the full map attack is about to happen. I have full skulls, I'm still good. I have my origin burst here, so I'm going to do a full burst. I'm going to try and show you one of the attacks she does here. So, alright, when she does a wind-up like that, I snared her, but she has 2 wind-up skills that are very dangerous. She goes up in the air and she turns purple, and then she goes similarly up in the air, or I think it's like leans forward a little bit, and then turns green. Here's what you need to know about that. Both of them are kind of like full map attacks, where they will do cascading gigantic hitboxes on either side of her, except for when she's doing green, there's a safe spot about 1 character length in front of her, and then when it's purple, it's 1 character length behind her. I'll try and point out when I'm doing it, but again, the way I remember is when it's green, she's farting, so I'm trying to get away from the fart gas, so I'm just trying to stand in front of her. When it's purple, so right here, I actually took damage there because I wasn't in front of her. So that's the green version. So it's again about 1 character length, 1 character length in front or behind her. Just remember, green, she's farting, get away from the fart, so get in front of her. And then purple is just the opposite. So purple is behind her. So that's how I remember. Green in front, purple behind. The other attacks, this one has the audio cue, the one where it shoots at the skulls. So if I hear that, I know I can DPS her safely. She's locked in that attack for about 5 seconds. Green, gotta get in front, I'm locked, so I'm taking a ton of damage there. This is really dire, actually. I'm looking at the mechanics here. It's about a minute left. The blue attack is actually the one you want to see, as long as you're in a good spot on the map. The one that she did there. The blue attack, what it does is, if you're in front of her, it'll snare you in place for about 2 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds, and then she'll do a swipe, and it knocks you back very far, usually hitting you into strings. But if you, because again, Ren is so, like, this class is so OP, with the teleport, if you're like kind of close to her, the second she does the wind up, the second you see blue at all, you just TP behind her, and you can just fully DPS her. She is locked in that animation. She will fully complete that attack whether you're in front or behind her. So you just try and get behind her as quickly as you can. Right now I'm like not in a great spot. I'm trying to burst her, but it's like I couldn't. I was trying to dodge a string. I think I take a string here during the second part of this. Yeah, I just took a string there. Totally fine. As with all the fights, just like Dark Knell, like I was telling you guys, prioritize keeping yourself alive. And I'm gonna lose the live here because I took a hit during the burst. I thought I was safe in that spot, but there's a lot of stuff on the screen, so I couldn't see where the string was. One live is fine. 2 lives is fine to lose too. But now that you see I have lost 1 live, it's gone dark in the back. That one skull is black. Now the candle requirement to force the cleanse mechanic to happen is only down to two candles. You can see in the background, there's only 2 candles there now. So I only need to get hit twice now in order to trigger the cleanse, which is good. I'm super low HP and I have been for a while. I think right here I'm just going to stay away from her, which is very valid. Avoiding everything until I heal up to about half. Okay. The corpses, like those little ads she summons, they're pretty dangerous. They kind of do like a poison cloud on their corpse, so you can't really stand in them. So I'm trying to get away from them too, and not stand in their corpses. Here we go. Green ahead. You see the safe zone right there is where I was standing. Let's see what other attacks she's going to do here. Blue, I'm trying to get behind her. It's like 5 seconds of DPS. I'm hugging her because I'm confident right now. I know I have 1 skull. I'm watching the timer. I'm going to get ready to cleanse when I can. I'm just trying to get a few more attacks in here. She did blue, so I'm safe, fully safe behind her. She's doing blue again. I TP behind her again. Fully DPS. All right, here's where I start. I'm like, okay, let me get the cleanse going. She does a little summon there, so it actually buys me a few seconds to get the cleanse and complete it. The blue attack has mad range. You see I got snared still, even being that far away from her. I'm going to get a little greedy here, and I'm actually going to do a burst with not much time to spare, which is good. You know, you want to burst when you can. Your full burst does take about like 15 to 20 seconds to complete, so make sure you're keeping that in mind. Make sure you watch the timer, because she is invulnerable during the full map attack. So when the timer hits 0, you can't hurt her. So here you go, 20 seconds about. This is my full burst. I'm still in, still in it partially, but all right. I'm gonna get help, or I'm gonna get safe here. I don't want to lose any more lives. And we're back to it. I generally try and DPS her. Like I try and end, or I'll try and start basically the next DPS phase from the right corner. That's my most comfortable, because you're fully safe in the right corner. So I try and get there when I, 1, have my burst up, or 2, when the full map attack is about to begin. Because I know I don't have to worry about dodging stuff, because I can just hug that corner. Now if she shows up, and she's doing all these kinds of attacks, get out of the corner, and just maybe go to the middle of the map, or the left corner. Those are the safe spots. But even the middle of the map you saw earlier, I lost alive, because I couldn't see, because my burst, there was just too much stuff happening. So, I mean, it's mostly, that's most of the mechanics I'm worrying about here. That's the green full map attack, but it's not really full map. You can get away. Purple, get behind her. I took a death there. It's just unfortunate because there was a poison cloud. There was a lot going on. So I take a death, which is fine. Now you'll see, I'm just kind of chilling. I'm trying to wait for my burst to come up. It's going to be a little bit close. Because my origin is also up, so I'm like, oh, okay, I can get her to phase, you know, her final phase. That's what's happening here. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, the decent holy fountain does not work in this fight. So I mentioned that when I brought it up during Dark Knell. This is a little bit scary. I'm standing in a poison cloud. I'm taking the origin invulnerable, and I'm saying screw it. Let's just keep it going and see what happens. This is very risky, though. You got to be mindful of when you're doing your burst, like what's around you. Because I was taking, if I didn't have my origin, I probably would have died. So that was a risky play there, but it worked out. Now, oh, okay, I have 13 seconds. I took a hit. 10 seconds. Do I die? I don't think I die out here, right? This is dire. Okay. That I forgot that happened. So what happened there was I cleansed just in time for the full map, so I didn't lose all my lives, but then I died. So I'm down to 2 lives, which is still totally fine. The cleanse will trigger. The altar will spawn now when you get hit by one, by just one string. So it's gonna trigger every time I'm getting hit. So now it's like, okay, I really gotta lock in. This is a very not fun position to be in, because now I have to really watch and not get hit by anything, or else I have to immediately trigger a cleanse. Green, she's Spartan. I'm into gas right now. Okay, I got ahead of her. So you can see how quickly I teleported. Again, the teleport is so OP on this class. Alright, I'm hearing the audio cues. I'm just jumping in place to avoid the skulls, getting some damage. She does a little summon, so that's free damage too. I'm hearing the audio cue again. Got the purple skulls. Get some free damage. 40 seconds left. I'm going to just kind of chill away from her. I have good HP, so I'm pretty comfortable. Take an unfortunate snare. You can mash teleport during the first part of the snare, and teleport before she'll knock you away, which is what I did during one of those blues you saw there. Green, get ahead of her, but I'm just like, screw this. There's a lot going on over there. I'm getting away from her fully. 15 seconds left on the timer. Right now, I'm just going to stay safe, not even going to try and DPS her. I have burst up, so I know that. I'm going to wait till the full map attack happens, though, so I have enough time to do my full burst. Here we go. Just staying safe. I take that hit, but that's fine. You're invulnerable during her full map attack. She is, and you are. So I'm just like, cool, I'm chilling. Snare her. Wish on ending. Pop the burst. Pop the sequence. Hold my 2 keys. Here we go. We're at phase 3. During phase 4. During phase 4, and I think phase 3 too. She can like summon more powerful adds. That's really it. She summons Damien there. That's like all she does during phase 4. But you just kind of kill him very easily. The adds are not scaled to like the amount of damage we do now in this game, so I think they just kind of die very easily. So don't worry about that too much. But the game plan has not changed much. I'm just keeping away from her when I need to, when my HP gets low. Oh, she also summons Lotus. Again, the cleanse is happening every time I'm getting hit by a string. I haven't taken the string hit since I lost that life and almost died out. So I'm just kind of locking in here. I don't got burst. I'm popping Wish Unending every time it's off cooldown. I take a hit. You see this, the altar spawns immediately, so that's priority number 1. You can't mess around. Getting a little scary. I'm sticking to her. I'm still pretty comfortable with the amount of HP I have. Here comes the skull. All right, purple. That's behind her. I can't get behind her, so I'm taking 40k right there. If you can't get behind, that's the only danger in the corners. If you can't get in front or behind her, you're gonna eat that full damage. So you need to be able to TP away from her quickly, which this class can do. So it's not too bad. So blue attacks, I don't know why I'm not TPing behind her. I'm facing. Oh, it's because the full map attack is happening. I wasn't even looking. Okay. During the later phases, I believe the timer also reduces. So now instead of 2 minutes, I think it's like 1:40 now. So you also have to keep that in mind. Just it doesn't matter how long the timer is. You need to be checking it every like 30 seconds or so. You should be just be taking a glance at there, seeing what the situation is, see how many skulls you're at, all the while dodging everything. This fight there's a lot. This is a very difficult fight. There's a lot to manage. If I take a string here, I'm dead. So I pop my iframe because the altar had spawned. I needed to go cleanse. I almost took a hit, so I was like, screw this, iframe. And that's what you should be saving the iframe for. You should be very liberal. I mean, it's a minute, like a minute and a few second cooldown. So you need to be very cautious of when you're using that iframe. This isn't full burst. This is without origin. So still very slow in the DPS. Just kind of chilling. 30 seconds. Again, the full map attacks are more frequent by a little bit now. So I'm just kind of trying to stay safe. Okay, we're good. We got a good amount of HP. She's doing a blue attack. I'm just going to sit behind her. She TPs. Green, get in front of her. Fart. There you go. She farting on me. Pause. In the corner, 15 seconds till full map, so I'm going to chill. I'm getting away from her. These attacks are good to see because they're long and they're telegraphed, and you can just jump up in the air. Same thing with her summoning the ads. That's like basically a free 5 seconds. So I'm just kind of chilling, just healing up, letting the fams do the work. All right, we basically got another minute, and then we have full burst up, which should be able to kill her. So I know I'm aware of this. I'm just gonna kind of, I'm like kind of scared because this has been I don't want to lose these 20 minutes I've been fighting. So I'm like, okay, we're not even gonna try and hug her now. I know I got burst up and now like 35. I'm just getting away from her, which is totally fine. I got 10 minutes left to kill her, so I'm not in a rush. So she's summoning Damien, summoning a bunch of ads, which this is good. This is good to see that she's taking her time and not TPing to me. This is scary. That was very scary. So I iframed. I got knocked over by Lotus. She was doing a blue attack. I could have been knocked all around, like left and right. So I'm like, iframe. Let's just be safe. All right, that's the skulls. Get ready to jump. All right, 10 seconds, and then we got purple. So that's behind her, but I can't get there. No iframe. HP's kind of low. This is a little bit scary. 40 seconds until full map though, so I could take a string right here. If I wanted to force a cleanse, I got enough time. But I said screw it. We got the DPS. We got 40 seconds to do my full burst. Let's see what I can do here. Which is actually not enough to kill her. I ran out of like certain buffs because this fight is so long. So my burst doesn't do as much as it did earlier in the fight. So I'm like, okay, crap. Well, the fight has to continue. I got 9 minutes left. One more burst should do it, maybe 6%. So it's just rinse and repeat. Phase 4 is not that scary. Like I told you, like a lot of the passive mechanics, the strings, avoiding the poison clouds, all that stuff. You're just dealing with that the whole fight. Getting her to different HP thresholds. I framed there just because it got a little scary. Doesn't really change the fight up too much. The only thing is just watching the green and purple attacks. So again, green, she's farting on you, so get in front of her. Purple, get behind her. So if I can't, if I'm in the corner after a burst and I can't get behind her or something, I'm gonna iframe. And I just did that maybe 20 seconds ago. So I got hit with a string, so I had to go cleanse. I got a minute left. I'm playing very passively here. Green, she's farting on me. I can't get behind her. Or I can't get in front of her, so I take the hit. 40k gone. I'm looking for an opportunity to get away from her here. Purple, I need to get it really far. Because, again, I'm playing very cautiously here. I'm just trying to stay alive. I don't want to force any more altars, but if I get hit, right now I got time to cleanse. But I know one more burst should do it. Full HP. Seeing the blue attacks is very good, very safe. So I'm like, okay, I'll do some damage here. Blue attack again. I TP behind her, which I quickly forced my character to look left and then teleported. You got to get good at that stuff to do that kind of tech. All right, burst is up. I don't have enough time to do it though. 15 seconds. I could technically do it, but I maybe wouldn't get the full burst off. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna chill. Let the full map attack go off, and then we'll do the burst right after. Which this is fine. These patterns are good. There's no poison cloud where I'm standing, so I'm just holding my hurricane skill, waiting for her to do her attack. The second she spawns, I get snared. I'm waiting for an opportunity to snare her myself. Here you go. She TPs. Snare her. I have iframe up. Again, I'm doing my burst here on top of a poison cloud. This is not advised. I'm gonna do my burst. And she's dead. So I hope... How much I got left? I got a minute left. Okay, I'll explain a little bit more. Not as scary. I mean, it's a very scary fight. There's a lot going on. But once you get past knowing the strings are not that scary, there is a way to... OMG. Oh yeah, I was like stressing. I was in a Discord call with my friends, like I was like crying. Not really, but like I was like, oh my god, this is so stressful. I'm down to 1 life, basically. So I was like so happy I actually killed her. But again, once you just get past the mechanics, once you like, you know, don't get overwhelmed. Go in a couple times, no drops, never lucky. Do some practices of just like going in for like 5-10 minutes and just dodging. Like just try and stay alive. Once you get a little comfortable, the fight is not that scary, and you could definitely do it. My CP was about 50 mil, I think it was, with rental gear. So if you can hit that, get your healing fams. Yeah, look, 50 mil, this is the exact CP I have. This, you know, nothing crazy. You guys could definitely do it too. It is a very hard fight though, so definitely check out if you need the linked videos in the description. Sorry, it's a black screen now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. We hit 200 subs, so I'm very happy about that. I'll keep these coming out, and I hope you guys have a good one.